Hey guys, Katie here. I bet I made some of you check your volume for that one, didn't I? You thought that there was something wrong with your volume and you couldn't hear me, but actually I played a trick on you. But let's get on with the video. Right now I am coloring in the bunny from my front cover. This is part 2 of my Decorate My Sketchbook With Me video, just in case you didn't know that. So I decided, in part 1, if you didn't see it, I basically almost finished the welcome page sketch. I just have to I have to do the eyes on it. But look, we're almost done with the bunny. Not really, but you see what I mean? I ended up going over the eye on accident a couple times, so it got really smudged. So its eye's a big blob. At least it's right or left. Right for me. Yeah, it's right eye. Well, left for him. Basically, that eye. See? The one I just went over, it starts to slowly get smudgy. See how big and smudgy it is? But I think I used that because it looked more opaque. So I made sure that the acrylic marker had a little bit of gray on it. But I colored in over the eye, and I'm coloring in its body. But since I colored in over the other eye, it's definitely darker than the other eye, which I later go over. But in order to get the white more opaque, I did like 100 coats. Not gonna lie, but not literally. But it was like, I probably did like literally 10 coats. So it took me a really long time. So I kind of cut that part out. So like in a couple of seconds, I think in around 20 seconds, you guys are gonna see the final front cover drawing, because I didn't want you guys to have to wait really, really long to see like the final drawing. I have to see me do multiple coats. So I decided, you see me color in the full bunny, why do you need to see me color in the same thing over and over again? But I again took some black from his eye, thinking that the gray was more opaque, which it wasn't. Spoiler alert. But I used this light gray that I had to go underneath, just so you can see what's the difference between the face and the body. And I also did that so you can see like how it separates from the paws and the body. See, I'm going with another coat on the face. You could see that it's not that long. It's just one coat. Then I get bored and annoyed, so I just go in and finish the body. But I go in with a couple more coats. Silly me, I still think that the gray is more opaque. Not like currently, but in like me drawing this, I still thought making the gray was more opaque, but really it wasn't. All the really light colors apparently are like less opaque in the Arctic's acrylic markers, but usually people say that white markers, not markers, but white paint is more opaque than other paints. But in this case, for the acrylic markers, the white is like the least opaque. The black is the most opaque. And I know that because I I purposely went over with a green leaf border, but I did not like that. So I grabbed my black Arctex marker because I knew, it's black. It's a paint marker, so it'll be opaque and it'll go right over the green. And it did, so it worked. And in my cover, you can't even tell. See? You can kind of tell because of the lighting. You see the edges are like a different black color. It's because that's where I went over with the green border. Now this is a sketch I have to do her eyes, but mostly she's done. So I drew in her eyes and I did everything. But I don't know if you guys saw me draw her eyes, but right now I'm showing you this is the final look of my front cover. And I'm just grabbing up my mechanical pencil and let's get on with it. I really, 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 really like drawing her, and I really like how she turned out too. I really did. I think I said this in part 1 too, but I'm really happy with the way she turned out. I really like her hair because this time I did something different, which I also said in the other video, but I did something different. I put her hair in a hairstyle instead of like the usual short hair or long hair, but usually like part of it in the front, part of it in the back. This time I put her hair in braids. And I'm still drawing in the eyes. So I'll get you back when I finish drawing the eyes, because you guys don't really need to see me having to draw eyes. Okay, so the eyes are done, like I said. technically they're not just to finish the eyebrows up, but then they will be done. The eyes are almost done. I don't draw the mouth or her nose yet, but I'll get to that. I promise. It's getting a lot easier for me to draw eyes now. Usually it takes me like a whole bunch of tries, but now it's like I get it right. Because practice does make perfect, or as close to perfect as you can get. I'm still drawing. Well, I mean, of course I'm still drawing, but I'm erasing now. I'll get back to you when I finish sketching out the face. See you then. Okay, now I got my new eraser and I just rolled it over the drawing, and now I'm starting to color in her face. I had to speed it up really fast because I did some shading in it and kind of took a little too much time, but I'm doing the blush now. Then I'm going to grab another darker color to do the shading around her face. And I do it like this, so you can actually see how, and then I go over another layer of the base coat, so base color, so it looks like it's more, it blends in. And now I'm just fine-lining the eye because I like to make sure that when I start with the face, I finish the face. But then later on, I just cut off the footage of me doing the line art and everything, because you guys have already seen me sketch this out. So you don't really need to see me do the line art on the whole thing, and it's just taking up more time in the video. So I cut it off, and now you're going to see the line arted version. Ta-da! See? I'm just coloring in her skin now. I did some shade, I put some blush on the tips of her fingers, on her elbows, and then on her shoulders. I like the effect it makes. And then I colored, so I did the base coat. Now I'm going to grab the blush color. Nope. Yep. See? And then on her shoulders too. I ended up putting a little bit more on her shoulders after I blended it out. See? Wait, or not. Maybe just on her elbows. Okay. Now I put all of my colors back in, and I think I move on to her shirt. And then afterwards I move on to her hair. Yep. Also, I'm sorry if you guys can hear some background sounds. My brother's watching TV in the room right next to the room that I'm recording my voiceover, so it's kind of loud. But I'm coloring her carrot because she's a bunny. I put a carrot on her shirt. I don't know, what's the first thing that came to me? I didn't want to just make it a plain shirt, so I drew a carrot. Now I'm coloring with the lightest gray I have, and then I go in with the same color and I'm doing shading. And I have to go over it, and it ends up being a lot darker than I wanted it to be. And I did some shading underneath, like her arm and her underneath the shirt. Yep, see, I went over it one more time with the same light gray, and it becomes darker. And now I'm coloring in her hair. I start with one of the darker browns that I have, and I started doing it at the roots of her hair. Then afterwards I grab my potato brown, and I color in it and slowly try to blend it in. Her hair is braided, and it goes from a dark brown or roots to her natural hair. Well, actually, it's just her brown hair, which transitions into a pink hair. So she dyed the tips of her hair pink. So I'm still blending it in, and I'm coloring in her hair, like I mentioned 1,000 times before. I'm still blending it in because I want it to blend in perfect, but I don't want to go too much. I don't want to lay the potato brown too much that it expands, or the potato brown gets too dark that it doesn't have a contrast. But I'm going with the pink mostly, and I go in over again with the brown so it blends in well, because when the marker still is wet, that's when you layer, it'll blend much nicer. So it takes me a while, but then I go in with the lighter pink so that the darker pink blends in with the lighter pink. But I made sure that I don't remember what color I colored in her hair tie. But again, I'm going in with the potato brown, and then going in with the pink, which is a darker pink. And then I'm just going to do the little tips of the potato brown, and then I'm going to grab the pink again. And I just keep blending it in, and I think it's pretty good. I like the way it blend it. I don't know why I put my hand over. I just do that usually, even though there's no eraser shavings or anything. But I have to do her curtain bangs kind of partial part, and I colored in with a really like reddish brown color. And then I went over with the potato round so it matches more with the color scheme, but they're still two different colors because it has a reddish tint to it. Okay, now I am almost done drawing in her sweatpants, and I'll be moving on to writing in Welcome to My First Sketchbook. Right here, I use for my fine liner set, I'm using the brush fine liner. I'm not that good at calligraphy though, but I'm just writing Welcome to My First Sketchbook. The Welcome to My part is all in this black cursive font, and the first is in this bright, hot pink, bold block letters, then Sketchbook is in all caps in a really fine print. That's how I decided to do it, and then I put like a wavy border around it. You'll see how it looks when it's done. And I finished writing. Now I'm writing to my. I don't like how the T went, though. It's kind of like weird. I don't know why I'm being so weird. It's just a T. It doesn't matter how it looks. So I'm almost done drawing the writing. Not drawing. I'm in drawing zone right now, but I'm writing words right now. But the mine's kind of crooked, so I cut another piece of white paper and I kind of go like glue it on top because it's not, it's like slanted. It's not straight. So welcome to my first, like how I said. And then I just grab my really tiny eyeliner and I just write sketchbook in all caps. And afterwards we'll be done. But I hope you like how it turned out. I really enjoyed this process. I guess you'll hear the background noise from my brother's TV watching thing. And then I'm just coloring in with a light, I didn't color right now, but then I grab like a tealish color, and I draw a box around her, just so it kind of draws your attention to her. It's a slow process, apparently, but it's really satisfying just coloring in. And I try to go in with a white gel pen around the border, but you can't really see it that much. I think I was about to say I think her head is a little too big. It kind of is, but it's fine. I just need to color in this little square. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me and decorating my sketchbook, starting a brand new one with me. I can't wait to see what kind of drawings I fill it with. I really can't wait because I can have all my drawings in one place. But thank you guys for watching part 2. Make sure you like and subscribe the video, and if you really enjoyed it, I hope you come along and watch some of my other videos that I will be posting in the future. But yeah, so bye guys, have an amazing day. Thank you guys so much for your support and watching me. Thank you so much again, and bye!